What is going on, comic book fans? Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another Wednesday pull list, which is your hype video for New Comic Book Day, which is just one day away. That's right, guys, I'm recording this video on Tuesday and I'm gonna get it out today on Tuesday, back on my regular schedule. And this week's New Comic Book Day is July 19th of 2023. Guys, if you are new to this channel or new to this video series, this video is all about getting you pumped and excited for the books coming out on New Comic Book Day. I'm gonna go over my pull list and all my favorite books, including my favorite covers, my favorite stories, everything to get you pumped and excited about the books that I love. Now, if you guys stick around to the end of the video, I do have a small exciting announcement for you guys. I have more books to give away to you guys, so you can learn how to enter this week's giveaway at the end of the video. Now, it is summertime and I've missed a bunch of videos over the last few weeks, maybe even 2 months, but hopefully over the next few weeks, I will be back to my regular schedule with my Wednesday pull list coming in on Tuesdays. I hope to have a Thursday video and my Friday final order cutoff speculation and recommendation show over the next few weeks. So I'm pretty excited about that and I hope you guys are too. Now let's not waste any more time. Let's go ahead and check out my pull list. Now, as you guys can see, I have another big pull list this week, but you guys can't see what those books are, so let me go ahead and throw it up on screen right now. Now, I have 20 books on my pull list. That includes 7 new #1s, and there is one book that I did not get caught up on this week, and that is A Vicious Circle. This book came out so long ago, I have no idea where I put issue #1, so I couldn't read it before this week's new issue. So that book will not be on the top 5 must-have pickups. All right, guys, that is my pull list. Let's go ahead and find out if there's any books on the chopping block. I read all the previous issues to the books coming out this week, and I gotta tell you guys, all the storylines were really engaging, and I enjoyed every single book that I read this week. So there are no books on the chopping block this week, so let's go ahead and move over to the next section, which is my cover lover picks. If you are like me and will pick up a comic book just because the cover art is amazing, you are in for a treat this week because there are 12 books on my cover lover list this week because there are that many amazing covers. So let's go ahead and dive into this list. And the first one up is Something is Killing the Children, issue #31, the Aunt Stiletto variant. This is a great black and white variant featuring Erica Slaughter, and it is a badass cover. And after that, we have Something is Killing the Children, issue #31, the 1 in 100 incentive cover done by Tedesco. And come on, guys, this cover is absolutely fantastic. Now, we have one more Something is Killing the Children cover for issue #31, and it might be my favorite cover coming out this week. This is the FOC reveal cover done by Dyke Ruan. Guys, this cover is absolutely amazing. Erica Slaughter looks like such an incredible badass on this cover. Guys, I ordered 3 copies of this cover for myself because I absolutely love this book, and I definitely want to submit this cover to CGC so I can put it up on my wall, but I need to make sure I can get a 9.8, so that's why I ordered 3 copies of this book. Guys, let me know what you think about this cover down in the comments below. But guys, there are 9 more covers that we need to talk about, and the next one up is Extreme Venomverse issue #5, the Peach Momoko variant featuring Jeff the Land Shark, but Venomized. It is so good. Peach knocked this cover out of the park. And after that, we have Blade issue #1, the 1 in 25 done by Carrie Andrews. Guys, I was so worried that Blade was not going to get an amazing cover, but Carrie Andrews came in and crushed this cover. This cover is so freaking good. Blade looks like a badass, and I just love this cover. And after that, we have Moon Knight City of the Dead issue #1, the Scotty Young variant. We have Moon Knight on the top of the cover as the moon, and we got some like mummies down on the bottom. It is such a cute cover, and I absolutely love it. And after that, we have Tales of the Teen Titans issue #1, the cover C, which is the Art Germ cover, and this features Starfire looking absolutely gorgeous, and she's shooting like some laser beams out there. It is so freaking cool. And after that, we have Big Game issue #1, the cover E, which is the Jay Lee variant featuring Kick-Ass and Hit Girl, and this is such a cool cover. And after that, we have Nocterra Nemesis special issue #1, the cover C done by Chung and Ramos. It is gorgeous. I absolutely love it. Guys, we have 3 more covers and they're all for the same book. Can you guess which one? I'm sure a lot of you can. It is for Red Sonja issue #1. They're kicking off a new series celebrating the 50th anniversary of Red Sonja, which is really cool. And there are so many good covers for this book. There are 3 that I really like. And the first one up is the 1 in 100 Meyer Virgin variant. This is the cover A, but the Virgin cover, it is gorgeous. And after that, we have the 1 in 150, the Jim Chung Virgin foil variant, another gorgeous cover. But my favorite Red Sonja #1 cover has to be the Jenny Frison limited Virgin cover. I did score myself one of these. I've already pre-ordered it. I cannot wait to get this cover in the mail. And if this book comes in minty fresh, you can bet your butt I will be submitting this book to CGC so that way I can get a 9.8 and put this sucker up on my wall. Alright guys, those are all my cover lover books, 12 in total. Guys, let me know down in the comments below which one you like the most, but also if there's a cover that I missed, make sure you guys are letting me know down in the comments below. Alright guys, let's go ahead and move over to the next section, which is my new #1 that I just think you guys have to be excited about. There are a bunch of new #1s on my pull list this week, even though a lot of them are Night Terror books, but there are a few independent #1s that I'm really excited about. But there is one that I'm ultra excited about. I cannot wait to read this book, and that is Big Game issue #1. Now, this is written by Mark Miller and art by Pepe Larraz. Guys, this book is gonna be so amazing. Now, if you guys watch this channel enough, you guys know I'm a big Mark Miller fan. I love everything this guy puts out, especially Magic Order, Nightclub, Nemesis. Everything that he's been putting out lately has been so freaking good. But he has written so many other books, and they're all part of the Millerverse. And he is bringing all those titles into this one crossover series called Big Game. And it is going to be epic. He's going to put all the heroes against all the villains, and his villains are sadistic and crazy, and I cannot wait to see what this book is going to bring. And somehow, Mark Miller has gone over to Marvel Comics and pulled away Pepe Larraz, and he is doing the artwork in this book, so we're going to have gorgeous artwork, an amazing story that's going to have so many crazy twists and turns because it's written by Mark Miller. Now, let me go ahead and read the synopsis to you guys, and I do believe the synopsis was written a while ago because I just read it before. I'm going to read it to you guys, and it does have one thing in there that they've already released, which is the main cover, but that doesn't matter. Let me go ahead and read the synopsis to you. The comics event of the summer is here. Okay, this is so top secret, we can't even show you the main cover because it spoils something massive. Even though that's not true because the main cover is right here. But that's okay. Just trust us when we say that this is going to be the comic book event of 2023, and it's not what you are expecting. Does the crossover really go that wide? Yes, it does. Big Game pulls together Kick-Ass, Kingsman, Nemesis, the Magic Order, and all the Miller World franchises in one special event. This must be ordered like crazy. Guys, I've already told you, this is the whole Millerverse in one book. And they're going to be fighting each other, and it's going to be awesome. I cannot wait to read this book. Now, I hope you guys have told your LCS to pull you a copy of this book. And if you haven't, guys, call them right now. Make sure they secure you a copy of this book. And if you don't have the LCS, go online and get yourself a copy of this book because it's going to be that good. All right, guys, that is my new #1 that I think you guys just have to be excited about. I'm over the moon about it. But let's go ahead and move over to the next section, which is my almost top 5. There are 2 books on the almost top 5. These are the books that almost made the top 5 list. They just didn't have that little extra to get them to the top 5 list. Now, I have not read these issues right here, but I have read the previous issues to these issues, and these stories are really good. So that's why I think you guys should consider picking up these books right here. And the first book that I want to talk to you guys about is The Vigil issue #3. The first 2 issues by Ron V have been absolutely fantastic. He is introducing to us some new heroes to the DCU, and they are really cool freaking characters. But there's also this whole mysterious element to these characters and who their leader is, and it is really freaking cool. I'm really enjoying this book so far, especially if you like the DCU and you would like some new, fresh characters, and these characters are really freaking cool. And the other book on the almost top 5 list is Nocterra, the Nemesis Special issue #1. Now, to really enjoy this issue right here, you will have had to read all the previous issues of Nocterra. like I have myself. And this story is really coming to a culmination point, and it is so freaking good. I think we're getting to the end of this whole story. But guys, if you have not read this, I would highly suggest go picking up the trade paperbacks. I'm not going to give you this whole big synopsis, but I am going to tell you this is written by Scott Snyder. And that should be enough for you guys to go pick up this story. So those are my 2 books on the Almost Top 5. Let's go ahead and dive into the top 5 books that I think you guys should be picking up this week because their stories are so good. In the number 5 spot, we have Wild's End issue number 2. Now, this is coming from writer Dan Abnett and art by I.N.J. Clubbard. And if you guys don't like anamorphic characters, you probably won't like this book. But this book follows a group of anamorphic characters. You know, animal people. People with animal heads. And it was fantastic. Now, the long and short of this story is there is a group of sailors that go out, and then they come back and everyone in the town has disappeared and they don't know why. But I have a sneaking suspicion it is because aliens came down and vaporized the whole entire town. But that is not why I enjoyed this story so much. The reason why I really enjoyed this story because Dan Abnett did a great job of setting up every single character in this book and giving you a reason to care about those characters. The dialogue in this book was so good. It was fantastic. I really enjoyed this book because the character development was on point. And the art in this book by I.N.J. Clubbard was pretty good. I didn't love it, but he did do a great job of selling all the emotion in the characters. And that's really important because there was a lot of emotional moments for these characters in this book. This book is fantastic and it is a must-have pickup in my opinion because of the character development was that great in issue number 1. Alright guys, that is my number 5 book, so let's go ahead and find out what number 4 is. Sitting in the number 4 spot is another independent book with Arcade Kings issue number 3. Now this is coming from writer Dylan Burnett and has art by 2 artists that I cannot even come close to pronouncing their last names, but their first names are Walter and Sarah and their last names are up on screen right now for you guys to read. Guys, this book was so much fun. Now I've got to say I almost did not read this book because they are like mini trade paperbacks, but after cracking this story open and giving this book a read, they read super duper fast. But you are definitely getting your money's worth with this book because there are lots of pages, but like I said, they read really fast. Now, the general idea of this book is that you're following 2 brothers, but you're mainly following the older brother because there is a falling out of the 2 brothers at some point. And the older brother is looking for his younger brother, and he's going from town to town, and he actually goes to arcades to kind of like hide out because he's a really good video game player. But you also find out that he's an awesome martial artist. But there is someone hunting him down because he's not supposed to be on his own. No, he's supposed to be part of this dojo and he's not supposed to leave. And that's really all I'm going to tell you because there's so much more to this story. And if you like anime, you're probably going to like this book because this book definitely has an anime style feel to it. But if you like action-packed and if you liked Do a Powerbomb, you might like this story because it definitely had Do a Powerbomb type feels in it. It was super duper good. All right, guys, that is my number 4 book. Let's go ahead and find out what my number 3 is. Sitting in the number 3 spot is Guardians of the Galaxy issue number 4. Now this is coming from writers Jackson Lansing and Conan Kelly and has art by Kev Walker. Now first off, I'm going to say I love Kev Walker as an artist. Every single issue of this book has been fantastic when it comes to the art, but what has surprised me is the story itself has been really freaking good. I have not been a huge fan of Jackson Lansing and Conan Kelly's previous work, but this story right here is hitting home on the feels. Now, I did not read the previous series of Guardians of the Galaxy, but something happened to Groot and he's become this gigantic world-destroying monster. He's going from planet to planet and just like decimating everything. And right now, the Guardians of the Galaxy are trying to stay ahead of Groot and saving everyone on the planets that he is coming to destroy. But in issue number 3, they went to a planet where Groot has landed and he's kind of like colonized the whole entire thing. There are plants where there weren't supposed to be plants, and there's a really awesome moment between Star-Lord and Groot at the end of this issue, and all they want to do, the whole Guardians of the Galaxy, is save Groot. And it is so heartwarming, and there were so many feels in issue number 3. I really liked it. And if you guys like that kind of stuff, you guys will probably like this series right here. And like I said at the beginning of this review, Kev Walker's artwork is amazing. It is so freaking good. Alright guys, that is my number 3 book. Let's go ahead and find out what my number 2 is. In the number number 2 spot is Something is Killing the Children, issue number 31. Now, obviously, this is written by James Tynion IV and has art by Werther Dell'Edera. Now, this book has been on a hiatus for a little while, and we're finally back with issue number 31, and it was fantastic. It's finally starting to feel like a Something is Killing the Children book. The action is building up, and I loved it. Now, I will say the beginning of the second story arc was a little weak, and if you have not read Something is Killing the Children at all, I'm not going to go into some deep dive telling you everything that you need to know. All you need to know is that there is a character who hunts monsters, and she's part of this house, and she has left this house, and they are hunting her down because you're not supposed to do that. You're supposed to stay within the house. But this girl right here, Erica Slaughter, is trying to save this little town from this monster who is an absolute animal. And it is scary as hell. And at the end of issue number 30, and we get to see this monster, and it was absolutely awesome. This book is graphic, it is awesome, has tons of horror feels, and it is just, and the dialogue is just amazing. James Tynion IV is on his game again with this book. I absolutely loved it. I cannot wait to read issue number 31. And guys, all those covers for issue number 31 are fantastic. All right, guys. Number 2 was Something is Killing Children, issue number 31. What is my number 1 book that I'm so excited about coming out this week? Well, stick around and find out. In the number 1 spot is a book that is new to this list, but guys, I'm sure most of you are also really excited about this book, and that is Void Rivals issue number 2. Now, this is coming from writer Robert Kirkman and art by Lorenzo De Felici. Guys, this book was fantastic. I read this book like 2 or 3 weeks ago when it finally came in the mail to me, and I was just so excited after reading the end of this issue. And I'm sure most of you know by now, and if you don't, guys, spoiler, that this book right here is launching Transformers for Image Comics or Skybound, and it was awesome. But that's not what I liked about this book so much. This book right here, we have 2 characters from rival families or rival planets, and they land on this planet because they were sucked into a black hole. And these 2 planets hate each other like nothing else before. They are been at war for eons and eons, and they are stuck together on this planet. And the only way for them to get off this planet is to work together and build one ship so that way they can get off this planet. And they slowly start to realize that maybe their differences aren't that different, that they're more alike than they actually think. And at the end of issue number 1, there is a great moment where both of them take off their helmets, and guess what, guys? Spoiler, they look exactly alike. And they're like, wait, what? Mind blown. This book is so good, and I cannot wait to see how this book is going to connect to Transformers and also G.I. Joe. Guys, this is so exciting, and if you did not know, Daniel Warren Johnson is doing the artwork and the writing for the new Transformers series, which is like the best thing I have heard in so long. But guys, Void Rivals is a book that I highly suggest you guys pick up because it was really freaking good. It is Robert Kirkman goodness right there. Now, I do wish the covers were a little bit better, but guys, this book is a must-have pickup. Alright guys, that is my top 5 list. That is everything in this video. We did my cover lover picks, my chopping block, the poll list, the almost top 5. That new number 1 that you guys had to pick up, which is big game number 1 this week. But guys, that's everything. Let's go ahead and wrap this video up. Alright guys, we are at the end of the video, and before I thank you, I just want to remind you guys, stick around for like 30 more seconds and find out how you guys can enter next week's giveaway. But guys, if you guys are still watching this video right now, you guys know exactly what you are. You guys are legends. Thank you guys so much for watching till the end. You guys are truly supporting the channel. You guys are supporting the algorithm. Now, if you guys look down and you guys have not hit that like button just yet, guys, do me a favor and smash that like button. It helps push this video out to more people and gets more people in. And this whole video series is just to get people excited for the new comic books coming out every single week. Let's get more people into the hobby. So guys, go ahead and smash that like button. Now, if you guys watch that video and you guys like comic book content and you guys are not subscribed, what are you doing? Get yourself subscribed, hit that bell for notifications, and smash that like button. Alright guys, last but not least, if you guys want to be entered into next week's giveaway, it's simple, it's easy, you just gotta do 4 things. Number 1, live in the United States of America. 2, be subscribed. 3, hit the like button. And 4, leave a comment down below letting me know what your favorite cover coming out this week is. And also with the hashtag, thankyou616comics. Alright guys, that is everything for me this week. I hope to be back on Thursday with either a haul video for the month of May and June, or I will have a previews highlights video for this month because the order deadline is July 26th, which is next Wednesday. So I hope to get that out this week so that way you guys have enough time to pre-order any of the books on previews this month. Alright guys, that is it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.